Welcome back to the Scott Connor Show. I said, welcome back to the Scott Connor Show. Somebody handed out the Xanax a little too early to my audience today. Jeez. All right, you know what? I'm going to get right to it because we have a jam-packed show tonight. So can you put your hands together for Kuehn, the photographer, all right? Take a picture of my audience.
I did.
Oh, Kuehn, you're a rock star.
No,
I'll give you a little McDonald's cup because we got to stay on the air. There you go.
Thank you.
You're a rock star.
I'm not.
Yes,
I don't know how
are.
to play music.
No, you know everybody, and everybody, more importantly, knows you. This is true. We were talking backstage about Robert Downey Jr. And,
yes.
And who took you hunting? I got to get right to it, because who took you hunting? It was Tom Clancy?
No, Tom didn't take me hunting. I knocked on his door, and he said, would you like to fire off a few rounds of ammunition? I said, sure, bring it on. He took me to his basement, and he put guns out, and we started shooting in the firing range before we ever took a picture.
Now, is that before you graduated law enforcement school, or what's the...
After.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a cop?
I was.
Really?
I was a law enforcement ranger for the National Park Service, which gay.
Did you hear my bear joke?
No, go ahead.
It was a good joke. A bear walks into a New Mexico healthcare clinic, and they turn him away because he didn't have insurance. Nothing from the band or the audience. Get this show. Jeez, oh Pete.
Who's writing this stuff, Scott?
I don't know. Are you guys on Xanax? Okay, nothing. Rough show. Okay, so anyway, one full season on Saturday Night Live, or was it two? Well, how long were you on Saturday Night Live?
I did the bumpers for Saturday Night Live, and I shot for one season. Then they had the writer's strike.
I remember that. That was what, back in 90?
Somewhere in there,
90,
yeah,
91?
it's a while ago. But that got me into the TV stuff, and that's why your producer pulled me to be your photographer.
That's right. She is my photographer on the Scott Connor Show. Yes. Other than me, who's the most difficult person you've ever had to photograph? Come on,
I
where's the
shouldn't
gossip?
say that.
But you shouldn't, because just between...
I shouldn't tell you it was Ted Turner. oh no. No, you asked.
I did ask.
Don't ask.
Ted Turner was a little grumpy.
You know, he was grumpy. Yeah. But most people are pretty nice. Most people, if you give them some time, they kind of unfold like a beautiful flower.
Oh.
You do, you know.
So who was the stinkweed in the whole bit? It was Ted Turner, and then it was who else? Who was real difficult? Who's an actor? Come on, give us some gossip.
Let's talk about the really brilliant people.
No, who's the gossip? We want the gossip, or you want the brilliant people? Gossip.
No, I'm not going to give you any dirt because I really respect the people I photograph. But Robert Downey Jr.
I love him.
Is brilliant.
We were talking backstage, and I said I've met him several times, and the last time I saw him, I've been rehearsing this speech for years. I said, someday I'm going to bump back into him. And I said to him, you know, George C. Scott was Patton, and Ben Kingsley was Gandhi, and he was Chaplin. He is the most brilliant actor of our time, I think, Robert Downey Jr. I really do.
That's great.
And you got to actually hang with him longer than...
I did. You know, I went to Interview Magazine and had me photograph Robert for one of their covers. And I was going through a hard time, and I showed up at his hotel room and said, I'm really depressed. Can I have a coffee and a Sambuca? He brought a whole bottle in. And we didn't shoot one picture that day, but we'd spent the next 3 days shooting. He was so accommodating. We made beautiful photographs, and we became friends through that. And he's a lovely person, yes. And a very creative, highly intelligent person.
And speaking of creative, also National Geographic. You shot for National Geographic, and did that take you outside the country, or did you shoot inside the country?
Mostly inside the country. I was coming from being a park ranger, and they gave me an internship which they have every year. And
is that how you started?
That's how I started.
Really?
Yeah. So I got a
park ranger to internship in National Geographic.
Yeah. Exactly.
Was a guy in National Geographic like going through the park, and when they said, you could be the next big star?
No, there was a guy named Rich Clarkson. Are we supposed to laugh?
Yeah, we can laugh.
Sorry.
I hope so.
No, you send a portfolio in, and I sent a really conceptual portfolio in. And they liked the way I thought, so I got to work for them as an intern. And the first job they sent me on, which was really fabulous, was the Yukon. So coming from being a national park ranger, I got to go into the backcountry of the Yukon.
What time of year did you go to the backcountry of the Yukon?
It was just cold, winter. I mean, there were avalanches and ice.
Right, because there's like a 30-day window when it's actually bearable, and then it goes winter
Yeah,
again.
no, we had some daylight. We definitely had daylight, but we went to Kuehn National Park.
Really?
So all the guys were like belaying me down into the ice thing, going, "Oh, you there yet? You're there yet?" And they were having fun with me, and they were like hitting me so my bottom would hit the water.
Really?
I mean, you guys are not nice. But you get out with an all-guy crew, and they have to have a little fun with you, you know? You know that, right? So.
I hear that you brought a slideshow for us.
Yeah.
Did you?
Just a little one.
Okay, let's get our clip girl out here. Clip girl, could you come out and reel up this? Hey, let's say it for my clip girl, everybody.
Before we started, if the band can give it a little music.
We need music from the band.
But wait a minute.
Oh.
I want to just say, I start with a little bit of some of the bumpers that were for Saturday Night Live. And much like this show, you have to go in and get something and then download it immediately. And back then, we didn't have digital, so I had to go in the darkroom all night and make prints, bring them back, and they had to scan them into the computer system. So I put 2 or 3 Saturday Night Live things on, and then I think I put a couple celebrity things, and then some of our fellow New Mexicans, some of the artists, and some of my neighbors. So you have about 20 shots.
You have some funky neighbors.
I have great neighbors.
You do. She
I
has the
love
most
my neighbors.
bizarre. You're down. Can I say where you live?
Yeah.
You're down in Bosque Farms, right?
Peralta.
Peralta.
It's off the map.
It is off the map.
Yeah,
you need like Columbus in the front seat to find that.
No, nobody could find me unless I give them a map.
That's true. I needed Magellan next to me, next to Columbus, and all 3 of us to find your place. I needed Magellan to find her place. All right. Go ahead. Hey, Gary, roll the clip, can you? Roll it. Now you know why I have her on the show, right? Okay, can you stick around for a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, guys, can you play me in the commercial? Girls, can you dance me in the commercial?